Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about basics of wiring. So we know we have seen a wiring we do in the home, in office, in schools, or where we are using electricity. It is through wiring. So wiring is done because wiring is done. The purpose is to supply the electricity where we need it to the electric point or electric circuit board, and from that we are able to fetch the electricity and we are using it in our day to day life. So let us first understand how we are getting electricity in our home. So we know it, the electricity is generated in electric power plant. So this is let us understand it through the block diagram first. So this here electric power plant, here the electricity is generated, and we know that electricity can be generated by various ways. If you want, we can go in detail of this, and there are a lot of ways to generate electricity, like hydroelectricity, solar electricity, thermal electricity. So if you want me to make videos on a video on that, then please comment. Okay, so first is here, see, we are getting the electric power plant. From electric power plant we are getting electricity, and this is then transmitted, or this is then carried to the long distance, and it is coming to our home, and we are seeing that it is of very high voltage. Okay, so this needs to be stepped down first. So this one first go to the transformer. Okay, transformer. So transformer, what it does, if this is step down transformer, then this will decrease its voltage or current, and if it is step high, then this will increase its voltage or current. So here transformer, this is the step down transformer. Step down transformer. After the transformer, we have seen this is coming to our locality, and nearby our building, in a pole called utility pole. Okay, and from here it is coming to our building. Okay, utility. So from transformer, after transformer, it will come to our locality. This is the distribution point. Transformer is the distribution point, and utility pole is the local area, or it is near our campus, from where we are getting the electric connection. This is at the local, and you can say local or near building or campus. Building or campus. Fine. And after utility, our individual electric line connections is given to the each home, and it first enters the electric meter. So electric meter is basically telling the consumption of electricity. Okay, it records the consumption of electricity, what equipment, how much you are consuming the electricity. So electric meter of a home indicates the consumption of electricity in a month or the year. So after electricity, the circuit, the after electric meter, the electric supply then enters to the main circuit panel. Main circuit panel. Okay. Now main circuit panel is also called the brain. brain of the electric circuit. And here electric meter is on home or individual use. Okay, individual unit or individual use. After the main circuit panel, which is also called the circuit breaker, or you can say the main switch of our home, it is then it is then it is then going to the individual room, or it is going to the place where we need it. Okay, going to the room or destination. So this is the basic block diagram, the easy block diagram through which we can understand how we are getting the electricity. So electricity, from the electricity supply, we are getting it from the electric power plant, and from there it is then coming to the local area, and transfer step down transformer is used. Step down transformer is the distribution point, and from that it is going through the individual region or local or campus, we can say, through the utility pole. Okay, from utility pole, individual connection to each house is going. So the individual, if it is going individual connection to each house, it enters through electric meter. So what is electric meter? Electric meter is telling about how much is the electricity consumption of a family. And then after electric meter, the electric connection is entering main circuit panel. This is also called the brain of the circuit, and main circuit panel is also called the circuit breaker. And here, or main switch. And here it is, after main circuit panel, it is going to the individual room or the destination of where we need it. Okay, now let us understand what are the various components of wiring. So components of wiring. Components of wiring. So first we will see wiring. Like I said, it is a wire. So we need wire for wiring. So there are various colors that are used in wiring that we need to understand. The first one is called hot wire. So what is hot wire? Hot wire is represented by red wire, or sometimes black wire. Okay, so what does it carry? So it carries electric pressure, you can say electric pressure or current, electric pressure or current from the supply. Okay, and now another wire that is being used is neutral. What is neutral? Okay, so neutral that is used, you can say it can be gray or white. So what is the purpose of these wires? So basically it provides return path. We know that circuit works when it is closed. Okay, so it provides return path. Return path. Now another one is ground. Now ground is something that is very important, because with ground the extra surge of current. When there is extra surge of current, your device may get damaged, or there may be some accident. So to avoid that accident and to ensure the safety and to save the device from getting damaged, this earthing is done. So earthing, you can see the wire with green color, or bare metal. These are used for earthing. So what is the purpose? The purpose is to provide it provides the easy path to the extra current, you can say, or leakage, or if it is a short circuit, then it can provide the easy way to flow the current through the ground wire, and it will enter the ground and it will directly go to the earth. Okay, and now the next one that we need to understand in wiring is the how do we do wiring. What is how do we do wiring? So there are basically two types of wiring system. One is that we follow non-metallic cables wiring, that is called Romex. Ways of wiring. There are basically two types of wiring. One is called non-metallic wiring, which is called Romex, or NM cable wiring. So how it is done? In most of the house, we find that the wiring is done inside the wall. Okay, so this is done inside the wall. This is called Romex or NM cable wiring. This is done inside the wall. Okay, now another one that is called conduit wiring. What is conduit? Conduit is the metal or the plastic casing or pipes that are used for wiring. The wires are kept inside this metallic or plastic casing or pipes for this wiring. Conduit wiring. It uses metallic or plastic pipes or casing for wiring. Okay. Now let us now for the destination point. Now for the destination point, how we are getting the electricity. For the destination, there you can see in destination, how we are getting the electricity. The first one is through the circuit. Okay, circuit board. Okay, so in circuit board, what we are getting? There are switches, and there are sockets. That is called, one is called receptacles and other one is called switch. Here called receptacles and here is switch. So receptacles have two connections. Okay, receptacles have two connections. One is brass screw and the other one is silver screw. So brass screw carry hot wire and silver screw carry neutral wire or cold wire. Okay, and we know switch. If we turn on switch means the loop is closed and our device will start to work. If we turn off the switch means our loop will get open and the current will not flow in the circuit and the device will not work. Okay, so and one more there, it is there, that is called joint box. Joint box is the point where splicing is done. Splicing or joint is done. Okay, one is point is there, joint box. And this should be always closed. Okay, to avoid any mishappening or any shock. So all the joints should be done in the box or it should be cased. So the joint where it is the splicing or the joint is put in a box, that is called joint box. This is used for splicing and this is closed. Okay, splicing and joint. Splicing means we are joining the two wires. Okay, we are joining the two wires. So this is all we have in the basics of wiring, and now let us try to understand the connections. Okay, so let us try to understand the connection, and to our next video will be on the connections of the wires. So see you in the next video, and till then, bye.
Bye.